My question is, I've been reading a lot of viewer comments sent into the station. Some people are arguing this is about freedom of speech. Are they wrong?
There's no question here about freedom of speech. No one's suggesting the president can't speak. It's just what he says. Again, it goes to the point of the role of the president, particularly in this country, is to raise the level of discourse so that we're talking about real issues, real people in a fair and principled manner, and to bring us together. We should recognize that the centerpiece of this conversation was a bipartisan proposal with respect to the Dreamers, the DACA legislation, by Senator Lindsey, a Republican of South Carolina, and Richard Durbin. They came together on a bipartisan basis, a substantive basis, and presented to the president, and the reaction was not one of thoughtful consideration and discussion. It was these comments which are unacceptable. So this is not about freedom of speech. This is about the role of the president of bringing us together and pointing us in the best direction. Again, this is Dr. King's weekend. You know, he said famously, the arc of history bends toward justice. Well, it wobbles a bit. So we have to make sure it stays true to its path. And that means to respect all of our citizens, all of our people that came here. And as I said initially, if you go back far enough, you came from someplace else. And if you accepted, if you would look back and say it was fair, 100 years ago or 50 years ago to disparage your ancestors and make fun of them, etc., no one would say that. We understand as Americans what the proper speech is, and that was not the proper speech.
Yeah, I agree with the senator, and that's a softball question. Quite frankly, we all have the right to say what we want to say, but what we say matters.
That's right.
Right? What we say matters. And we need to be held accountable for the things that we say. And it's all right for people to get together like we are today, and perhaps all over the country. I would not think that we're the only ones meeting today, on Martin Luther King Day, and the opportunity to speak out is going to continue during the Martin Luther King Day events, as well as Black American events that are going to be coming up in February. So we have a right to respond, and so that you can say whatever you want. But we have a right to respond. We have a right to call out when there's hateful, racist type language. And again, I'll go back to the fact that, look at, regardless of what language it's spoken in, it's wrong. Regardless of what house it's in, my house, your house, or the White House, it's wrong. So we have a right to come here today and express our absolute, unbelievable reaction to this continuation, as Jim Vincent said. I mean, we've come so far, but we got a long way to go in this, in this journey that we have. And so this opportunity is one that we have the right to speak out against things that come from our White House that are so hateful, so racist, and so divisive.
Thank you.